Today on the 50-pound brain, that fireball in the sky is visible. So let's work on Higgins a little bit. We're going to try and put on his rear bumpers. Let's see how that goes. So here's our bracket. Here's our attaching screw. Looks actually kind of small, but this is what came out of it. I might have to see about some bigger hardware. And then this goes on here like that. But before this goes on, bracket goes on here, and then there's this angle brace bolt thing that goes through this hole. And like that. And I'll give you a shot here in a minute, the underside here. Higgins is still sitting nose up from front bumper bracket design activities, which you'll see in a later video. Because that's got a lot more engineering involved for what I'm trying to do there. And I've explained it all in that video that is going to come out after this one. So let's get to this, and let me show you the underside. Let's loosen up these aft body mounts. Just enough to maybe let the body shift some. Let's see. See if that's going to be enough and if it's even going to do anything at all. Loosen those up a little bit. I don't even know how tight they were, to tell you the truth. We just got to motivate it to move a little bit. Ooh, no. Package. Oh, now you're a director. Mrs. O is a director today.
Yes, I am.
She's also the director of photography. And yes, so that way I don't have to get up to turn on the camera to record another moment of failure in getting this thing aligned. It's fabulous. There's a reason this company's out of business.
But he's sure cute.
Yeah. Well, we got it installed. Took some high-tech 2x4s and a crowbar. We had to use 50s technology to work on a 50s car. But we got it in, aligned. So there it is, installed. And then the bracket will come down to this hole. So, and then once I get that, I got to tighten up that body bolt again, body to chassis bolt. But before I do that, I got to do this same mess on the other side. So let me show you with the bracket installed. All right. So we got our bolts to mount the back here. This is just holding in place for a second. I actually need one of those washers. Let me get another one. I'll show you how painful this is in a minute, once I get this nut started. I'll see, the issue here is going to be, trying to get this in and hold all that other mess together. So here's what we're going to do. So we're putting tape on the nut so it'll stay in the wrench a little better. So we can get this up in here. And like I said, you'll understand in a minute. So this is the bolt we just put in. And, you know, you've seen where the head goes back in here. Let me see it. Hopefully it's focusing. I can't really tell. But the head there's the angle from outside that we've already tightened. But holding this in and holding this in place, trying to get this nut on with basically no access from this side, or this side. I only have the two sides to try and get my big sausages and tools and this big hardware in. I'm glad I didn't put a longer bolt in there because I wouldn't have been able to get the box end wrench out after I was done. So, because this one just barely comes out. You got to finagle it. So, but we got one mount on. Let's hang the overrider now. Alright, let's find some bolts for the overrider. These are very special bolts because they have two flats on them. And they I hope you can see this. They go in here like this. Hold themselves on. And I was wondering if I was going to have to make some of these. I was hoping that Fred had bought some, and he did, which is cool. Get rid of those lock washers. Put new lock washers on. And you can't put these on here first because the keyholes are not in the same direction in these overriders. So they have to go like this. Just a little G-Wiz information. And no, actually, I'm putting it on upside down because and I could, and I probably should. In fact, I'm going to do it. This tab in here that was punched out can be bent up so it holds the head tighter. Just see that and gets rid of that. So we're going to do that. Okay. See if that's enough or too much. That's my worry. That it's too much, but it seems to be just right. Yes. We'll do this one too. I won't take the bolt out this time, knowing what I know now. Okie doke. I don't know if it's supposed to go like that or like that. That one looks better. We're going to roll like that. Okay. These bolts are awfully long for what we're accomplishing. I wonder if they are front. Well, I'm sure they're the same front and rear. I would hope. Anyway. Rock of Gibraltar. And there it is. See how many threads are showing? But it's okay. Like I said, I think they're for the front and back. Same ones, and if used on the front... Oh, well, no. Yeah, they'd be used on the front because on the fronts, they go into this and through the bumper blade and the mount bracket. So there's a little bit more of this thread distance eaten up. So, all right. Ta-da! And I'm pretty sure these are OEM. So these are 57 to 2024. What is that? 67 years. So they still look pretty good for being 67 years old. So, all right, well, the right side's going to be the same, except a little bit more painful, I think, because of muffler placement. But you get the gist of it. We just look at that side. I need to put the little keyhole cover for the spare tire well on. We'll do that another day. It looks good. Just need to get the other side to match. Well, we got one on. This was going to be the easy one because I didn't have to mess with the muffler. And I may or may not. I may not because I was thinking that this taller end was going to go down below, but I think we'll be okay. But you've seen this process. It's going to be the same, maybe even a little bit more painful over there because of the muffler. So I'm not going to bore you with that. So, as always, enjoy your comments, questions. I don't know if I can answer them well. I'm not a British steel expert, but I'll do my best. And if you ask me why I did what I did, I can give you hopefully a rational explanation as to why I've done what I've done. So, thanks for watching.